Hey everyone, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are. My name is Boom Shikha, and if you guys have just found my channel and you're watching it for the first time, I welcome you. Thank you so much for listening. If you guys want notifications on my new videos, click that little alarm bell on my channel and you'll get notifications every single time I post something new so that you're always in touch with me, if you want that. In today's video, I want to speak to you guys about how INFJs, a lot of times we spend time wondering about what people think of us because we're so worried about the fact that, people think we're crazy, or which we are. They think that, we're not good or we're bad and all that stuff. And we spend a lot of time thinking about that and trying to impress other people, even though we say that we don't care about what other people think. It's a really weird thing. It's one of those contradictions that I've spoken about in a previous video where we pretend like we don't care, but we actually do care because we're so worried about the fact that we don't know who we really are until we get to a point where we know who we are, and then we don't give a rat's ass, right? I spent a lot of my time when I was younger INFJ, worrying about what people thought, worrying about what people are going to say, what they think about me, what am I doing in my life, all that stuff. I spent so much time worrying about things that didn't really matter. The more I meditate, the older I get. Can you see my wrinkles? The older I get, the more I realize that, first of all, most importantly, guys, no one is thinking of you. I have to yell it out because seriously, it is like insane how many people worry about what other people are thinking about them when that other person is literally sitting there thinking about their big toe and how much it hurts. Or they're thinking about, because they think about sex because they're horny. They're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about you. Every single time I get into that spiral of, oh my God, what do they think? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? I have to kind of bring myself back every single time and say, they're not thinking about you, Shikha. No one is thinking about you except for yourself. Stop being so freaking narcissistic, right? Stop thinking that the world revolves around you. Because the world doesn't revolve around us, guys. Yeah, I know, it's a really weird thing. The world doesn't revolve around us, especially people don't think about us as much as we think they think. Actually, they don't think about us at all. So that is just like a revealing thing and a relieving thing where you don't have to stop. You have to stop worrying about that stuff. You can't stop worrying about it because no one is thinking of you. Brilliant, yeah? No one is thinking of you. No one is thinking of you. No one is thinking of you. So you don't have to worry about that, right? The second point is, if no one is thinking of you, you should stop thinking about other people, right? Because it's a give and take. I actually spend way too much time thinking about other people. Way too much time. We worry about them. We worry about if they're happy, if they're doing well. We're always thinking about them, especially if we're in a relationship. When I was in a relationship, oh my God, that's the reason I don't want to get into a relationship, is because I spent 90% of my brain power thinking about that person, wondering, are they happy? Are they hungry? Should I cook for them? What are they feeling? What are they thinking? How can I help them? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Seriously, I wasted so much time on that. I never want to do that again. I really don't even want to get into a relationship ever again because I don't want to spend my time thinking about another person ever again. It might be selfish, but I wasted so much of my brain power on that, man. Oh man, now I think about it, I wish I could have started 3,000 companies with that brain power that I wasted on that. I could have made millions of dollars. I could have saved 100,000 people. You know what I'm saying? It's such a waste of my brain power to think about that kind of stuff. Every single time I'm doing that, I snap myself back. I snap myself back. I snap myself back, right? Because that's what we have to do. Every single time we get into that spiral of nonsense, to snap ourselves back into the present moment and say, come back to the present moment. Stop thinking about that. It's useless. You're wasting your time. No one's thinking of you, and you shouldn't think of anyone else. One of the last things I want to say is that we spend a lot of time also thinking about how we seem to other people, right? And so I'll be walking down the street and I'm like, in my mood, in my head, like, la la la, everything is fine, yeah. And then I see someone looking at me and they have this look on their face, right? And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, is there something wrong with me? Do I look fat? Do I look ugly? Do I look this? Do I have my zipper open? Blah, 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 right? Boom! Seriously, that goes into a spiral of depression again. Again, that's nonsense, right? First of all, because that person probably saw something on the street or they had something going on in their head and that's why they're thinking of what they're thinking of and that's why they had that face. Nothing nothing to do with you. Again, stop being so narcissistic. Stop being that person who always thinks that everyone's thinking of you, because no one is thinking of you. No one is thinking of you. Unless they actually come to you and say, I've been thinking about you. They're not thinking about you, all right? They're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about you, right? Really, seriously, INFJs, stop doing that to yourself. Stop doing that, because we're wasting so much of our brain power thinking that people are thinking about us or saying bad things about us or saying good things about us or, liking us or hating us. Bullshit. They're not thinking about us. They're not talking about us. It's all nonsense. It's all mind games, like mindfuck games that we play with ourselves, because it really screws with our head. And we do this to ourselves. No one is doing it to us. Do not stop blaming other people. No one is doing it to us. We're doing it to ourselves. And so that's why INFJs spend a lot of time not utilizing their brain or their time or energies to good, because they waste so much of their brain power and time and energy on this nonsense. And I've done this for the longest time. That's why I don't do that anymore, because it's such a waste of my time. I want to spend all of my time thinking about my business and my work and my service to others and what is my purpose in life, rather than all that freaking nonsense that wastes my time. Don't want to do that anymore. Now that I've learned it, I really want to teach this to younger INFJs who are perhaps still doing it, right? Please stop that. We're so narcissistic in that manner. We're great listeners and we can be there for other people when they need it. But when we're on our own, we can really spend way too much time thinking about ourselves. Way too much time, right? Know thyself is one thing, but spending time thinking about these kind of things, which is completely useless, is completely different. Know thyself means you understand and know about yourself, and you learn who you are, how you deal with the world, what do you like, what don't you like, what is your purpose in life, what are your gifts and talents that you can give to the world. When you're spending your time thinking about all these narcissistic things, you're wasting your time. You're not you're not understanding or learning anything about yourself. You're in a spiral of nonsense. This is what I call myself. When I'm getting into that, I tell myself, Shika, stop that, stop it. Stop it now. Come back to normal. Come back to here. Come back to the present moment. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop putting yourself to those random feedback loops that mean nothing. Right? I hope it makes sense to you guys. If you're an INFJ and if you found this useful, message me and let me know how you do that to yourself. Yeah? Is it something that you've done, or is it something that you used to do and you don't do anymore? How did you fix it? I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys are interested in joining my team, you can do that at Patreon, patreon.com/boomshaka. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye for now.